How's everybody doing today?
L.A. Kendrick with a precautionary tale, okay? Alright? So, this is the thing. When you have a major injury like to your knee or your ankles, and you got to go through physical therapy, things along those lines, you guys make sure that you see that to completion. The treatment, the therapy to completion, okay? But the most important thing is keep your weight under control. I'm telling you, because if you get to the point where you're heavy, you have your joints are going to have your muscles, the tissue, the surgical site's going to have a much harder time healing itself. So make sure that you guys always watch your weight, eat properly, and see your physical therapy and things along those lines all the way through. I just had a client recently where she had torn her meniscus in her right knee and her AC, and after that, I kept telling her to keep her weight down, and she didn't listen, so she got heavier. And I told her about the weight distribution as far as how the healing process works. So then she didn't, the other knee, she tore her MCL and her ACL. And she put on weight again. And her rehab was very slow. She didn't take it as serious as she should have. And what the killer part is how long it took her to get back up on her feet. And we went through a lot of stuff trying to get her back on, because at one point she said her physical therapist wasn't working. So I do know, I'm not a physical therapist, I'm a fitness trainer. So what I did was I took on the rehab responsibility, took it slow, took it steady, paid attention, monitored what she was doing, and from that point on, what I did was put her through a lot of different drills as she got stronger. And it really didn't take as long as she thought it was going to take, because again, I remember Bernard King. Got to go back and look at footage of Bernard King, ex-NBA basketball player, how he had tore his knee up. Just go look at how hard he worked. And she worked nowhere near as hard as he did. But long story short, what ended up happening was she ended up not being able to do a whole lot of walking, stair climbing, anything like that, right? And to this day now, guess what? She is able to run 3 miles in about, I would say, around 30 minutes. And that's pretty good. That's pretty fast. So it's basically a 10-minute mile. And she's running that now with no problem. Weight is down. She's getting wine fine, getting physically fit as they do. And so I'm telling you guys, keep your weight down with any kind of major surgery injuries, because it'll start incorporating pains in different aspects and parts of your body. So for me, like I said, I just keep the focus, keep the faith, keep the pivot foot straight. You know what? I put the time in, and I'm very thankful that you guys are listening and watching what I'm doing, and I'm very, very grateful and humbled by having good physical health. And I'm telling you, I want to try to maintain that as the rest of my life. But until the next time, this is a fitness tip from L.A. Kendrick, and you guys be safe out there. Keep fitness important.